just want people here to vote. You want people here to vote. Okay? What the hell's wrong with this America?
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, aka AOC, and Jerry Nadler, both getting shouted down in New York City by anti-quote-unquote migrant protesters. Really, what these people, these residents of New York City are protesting over is the influx of these people that are so-called asylum seekers from all over the world, from Europe, Africa, Asia, South America, Caribbean, Central America. They're coming from all over the world. They're getting Russian speaking. They're getting a little bit of everything coming to their city. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, said there's been 110,000 of them who have poured into the city. Now, I think over the past year and change, there's been 6.4 million of them that have come into the country. So 110,000 is not that much in comparison, but to put 110,000 in New York City, where there's already a crunch on space and resources and everything else, is a problem, and people don't like what's going on. Now, we're going to get into the video, but first, take a look at this article, shall you? This is New York Times. You see what this says? Suing, heckling, cursing. NYC protests against migrants escalate. After migrants were sheltered at a defunct school, neighbors on Staten Island turned on a loudspeaker and put up signs to drive them away. Now, I've seen other headlines, and one of the main things they're trying to get across is that such a protest against so-called migrants shouldn't happen in New York. This is such a strange thing. This is really weird. This is really, really weird. So the dog whistle that I'm getting is New York City doesn't think this way about migrants. This is more of a backwoods, podunk town, middle America, flyover America thing. Some hick town in the middle of nowhere would be so-called anti-migrant. That's what they're trying to say. That's what they're saying without saying it. But the reality is nobody wants to be inundated with foreigners who are making their lives more difficult every single day without consequence. Now, before I go any further into it, let's go ahead and get into the shout down video. If you want to see this in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the box. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Cortez is speaking now. She's angry at the mayor of New York, says he's not showing leadership on the illegal immigrants flowing into the city. Watch.
So you see AOC right here, and I think that's Jamal Bowman behind her. And I think these are other people that are in power.
And that we are joining with the city and state administration.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
So what you're hearing in the background, I think right now they're in front of the Roosevelt Hotel right there, close to Times Square, if I'm not mistaken, in Manhattan. And people in the background are protesting and drowning them out. We're going to see them in just a minute, but you got to hear what's going on as they are trying to speak.
Our members of our delegation, as well as other members from other states that are here to see for themselves what the migration dynamic is in our nation. And what we saw there with children, families, people that want to work, people that are fleeing violence, people that are fleeing environmental disasters. We see so many stories, heartbreaking stories, manifest itself here.
Man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. The people in the background, these are your constituents. The people that you're talking about, these migrants, these are not your constituents. These are not legal residents. They're just trying to get into the country, get money, send it back to the country of origin, bring their whole family, do whatever they want to do. These are not your constituents. Listen to your people that are right there. That should be your concern, sir.
Yes, and ultimately I think that there are 3 points of consensus here that are very important in getting a solution to this issue. The first is that there is consensus here across geography and states on increased federal resources to cities and municipalities dealing with this issue. The second is to allow for...
She's trying to like get off her little talking points, but the people in the background, are having their own talking points. So I think what she's saying is not as important as what those in the background are saying. I'm going to skip forward a little bit right here.
We will fight for these common sense solutions. TPS for the Venezuelans, an extension. They already have TPS. Work permits for people that just want to work for their families. Additional funding, yes.
So you hear what's going on. Let's skip forward even a little bit more. We're going to hear from Nadler, Jerry Nadler.
Trying to get resources. All right. We understand that Representative Jerry Nadler is there, Democrat. Can we hear him? Let's listen in.
Has been doing a great deal to assist these asylum seekers. But the federal government can and should do more. That is why I support additional funding for the shelter services and program in the supplemental budget to give additional resources.
I mean, these politicians really don't care. I don't understand how you can just rattle off what you're reading on a sheet of paper and just repeat talking points while your people, look, you're a New York congressman. Your constituents are right there next to you, and you're totally ignoring them. Like, these are not just people in Capitol Hill. These are not reporters. These are people that live in the city. They're crying out to you, and you're ignoring them.
Over 100 of our colleagues to urge the administration to use all the tools available to them to provide stability to asylum seekers. And one constant is that people from around the world want to come here to build a better life for themselves.
So you see that they're not really able to get off much. I mean, you can hear it as far as microphone being right there, but really, they might as well just went to D.C. and not even been in New York. If you're just going to do this and ignore people, just go Capitol Hill and speak your piece in front of Congress in a safe space, rather than it being right there in front of the Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan, New York City, right by Times Square. Now, let's take a look at things from the constituents' point of view. Let's hear what they have to say. See, these are the people that are right there, Nadler and Jamal Bowman and AOC and everybody else. These are the people that you need to be worried about, not Republicans, not Congress, not people in Washington, D.C.
Close the border! They sue AOC and FBI. You're a disgrace to the Hispanics. Close the border! Close the border! They're using these people as pawns. You want people to be here to vote. Close the border! That's why you just want people here to vote. You want people here to vote. What's wrong with this America? This is the United States of America. Yeah, that's what is this? What is this here then? Yeah, barriers for who? For who? For us? For the United States? No, you come down. You're complicit in destroying our city. You come down, you oath breaker. You gotta go to sleep at night. Hey, mother. Because I'm posing its division. Come here. It's all coming to you, mother. How is that bringing unity to the station?
Immigrants make America strong. Nowhere is that clear of the right anymore.
To prevent us from getting the permits and the passes.
My dad fought for this country. World War II. You.
And not these people should remain in Mexico.
They need to go back to their country.
Get out of here.
Get out.
So there you have it. There you have it. The constituents, the people, the residents, New York City, New Yorkers, natives, people that are born and raised there, veterans, the family of veterans are saying, hey, this is just too much. You are inundating us with these people. They are using their resources. You're cutting. I think I saw that they said they're going to cut 5% from all New York City services. So, I mean, the residents aren't happy. They have a right to be able to voice their protest. But what's happening? They're getting ignored. When they want to confront the politicians, they're getting pushed away. So it's like they're being treated as criminals. They're being treated as unwanted. So you got to ask yourself, as I close, who are these politicians serving? Are they serving those who maybe voted for them? Are they serving those who they represent, even if they didn't vote for him? It's like, look, okay, I didn't vote for Joe Biden, obviously, but he represents me. So if he's going out there on the public stage, the international, national stage, he represents me, whether I want him to or not. But if he does things that help Ukraine, that help this country, that country, and not our country, then what's going on? My man, you are the president of the USA. You have a responsibility to look out for our best interests. The same way, if you're Jerry Nadler, if you're AOC, if you're Jamal Bowman, your responsibility is to your constituents in New York. And if you are looking out for illegal aliens, looking out for a foreign country, then you shouldn't be in office, point blank, period. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what's happening here in New York City with your AOC, Nadler, everybody else trying to express themselves in front of the Roosevelt while being shut down by their constituents? Is this something that should happen? Should it not happen? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is the inevitable outcome of people being fed up. They're fed up. They're not being heard. They're not being listened to. The people that are in office who are paid and elected to represent them are not representing them. That is a problem. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.